Officialwatches.com, proud sponsors of Ultimate Ball.
Okay, welcome to Ultimate Ball questions and answers. It's not all about me, it's also about the official referee, Grant Waterman. Now, we've invited Grant down because we had loads of emails, loads of people talking about Ultimate Ball. And the first question from Mr. Jones in Ipswich is, although it says in the website punches are allowed, why wasn't any punches thrown? So now, Grant, I'm going to hand it over to you. Why wasn't there many punches thrown?
Well, it's when you're playing a game in such a confined space, we had 4 guys per team playing in a 24-foot cage. Now there's one issue, swinging punches, but the focus of this game is to score goals, not to finish a fight. We've said this before, it is a sport designed to win by scoring goals, not to finish your opponent, as in MMA. I know we put it into the middle of an MMA show, but eventually it will evolve to become an event on its own. The techniques will come out, different players will have different tactics. It's just very difficult.
I mean, I've played it. You ref me in earlier on. Harry played it, and we all wanted to strike, but you couldn't. You just wanted to score a goal. Yeah. As soon as the ball come to you, or as soon as you just wanted to grab the ball. So, although we all know about striking, we all want to score that goal.
And it is one major factor about the sport is it needs to be fast-paced. We want the momentum of the game to continue. You can only strike and apply submission-type techniques to a player who has control of the ball. So once he's released the ball, if you throw a strike, then you're going to be giving up a penalty, a yellow card, or get sent off. So the guys who are playing the game really did know the rules, and they played to the rules.
I was going to say that was the other thing. Everybody, when we played earlier on against some big, muscly guys, we all had the respect of, if it went out, we weren't shouting screams like, that's your ball.
Yeah.
That's the rules, because you want it to work, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, forget about that. Forget about that. What about this? Sarah James, she does make me, women are always concerned about the little guys, and she's concerned. She went, I saw little guys running around being picked up by big guys. Why aren't the guys all the same weight, like 77 or 84 or 66? It's a good question.
It's a great question. It's something that we've discussed.
I'll tell you what, let me answer a little bit of it.
Go on.
One thing is, I love fighting big guys, and when we was fighting the big 20-stone guys from nutrition, and they're running around the cage, the greatness of body barge and watching a big guy go down, or lifting their legs, and it's exciting, and I like being attacked by big guys, and it's what the difference in weight to me was really good. We want to make it a team sport, and if it's a team sport only for welterweights or only for middleweight, it's not really a team anymore. So I think the different weights, and it worked there well, although there were some little guys being picked up and thrown down, I think it worked well.
It worked well. It's something interesting for the audience to watch.
Yeah.
It's worth bearing in mind as well that the striking techniques are not such. There's no headshots, so a heavyweight isn't going to be knocking out a flyweight. It may be eventually, as the UFC did right at the beginning, there was no weight categories. It may be that Ultimate Ball evolves into teams of similar weights.
Evolution. Evolution, you see? That's why I've got him here. Anyway, from Rochester. From Rochester. God. Adrian Van Dalt, another guy who emails all the time about everything, doesn't he? Guys, on it all the time. I think to myself, 4 men in a cage was much too much. What do you guys think? Well, we answered our own question really on the day, didn't we?
Yeah, we played the first game of Ultimate Ball was played in a 24-foot cage. We did look at it originally playing it in a 32-foot cage, which we've yet to try. But again, we discussed it, and 4 maybe is too many, and we are going to try it out with 3 per.
Well, we've tried it out. But we had me, Harry, and I think the Mondinator, 3 of us, and it was a great game. But on the day, I really didn't want to stop the 2 teams by going, right, you volunteered, but you ain't playing. So I really want to go, you know what, guys, you've all come here, you're all playing. But we realised earlier on in the day, 3 players was much better, faster pace, and you could have a little strike up as well. Yeah, it could be a little dig.
There's more space to unleash.
Yeah. Okay, and the last question for this Q&A, because we're so busy, we've got to get out there, earning some dollar, was number 4. from Mr. Jonathan Hendricks from Hackney. I like that, from Hackney. And he says, it looks quite exhausting, but how tiring is it?
Let me tell you, the one thing that surprised me when I reffed the actual game, I was gassing, trying to keep out. You know, it's a 24-foot cage. That day we had 8 guys in there, and I'm trying to keep out of the way of the play. You know, I was sweating, I was out of breath. The guys who were playing are trained professional fighters. Guys like Jason Radcliffe, whose fitness levels are off the hook, and he was absolutely
exhausted,
cream crackered. Yeah.
Well, it's funny. So, earlier on in the day, as I say, we played a couple of games, and me, because of my age and because I'm not training as much, I thought, oh well, it's just me, and it's just the guys playing. When I saw the athletes, I went to Jason, you're right, he went, let me catch my breath. I said to you, we don't need a break, don't give them water, they'll be okay. No. They all rushed over when that bell went, please give me water. I never realised how tiny it was.
It's not like a fight either, where you can strike or whatever and step back
away.
and take your breath.
You're on it.
It's bang, 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 it's continuous, yeah. So fantastically fast-paced fun.
Very fast-paced. And listen, even if you're not playing it in a big arena, for me, we always used to do different things. As a kid, it was always judo. I don't know if you remember judo. British Bulldog. You'd be all at one end and you'd run across. It was just a warm down at the end of the session or a start to your session. This has got to be something at the end of a session of training for mixed martial arts. What a game to finish off with. Right, guys, we're going to have a game. Red team, blue team, crack on with the ultimate ball. Even that as a training tool is fantastic.
You say that, but I think as it gets more interest and it becomes more competitive, sponsors come on board, and then there gets a bit of money into it, and some trophies, some championships, some leagues. I think people are going to start taking it very, very seriously.
Mate, it's like anything. I'll go back to when I first said, I think 18 years ago, when I told you the story. I walked into the gym with a little pair of Valley Tudo shorts on, and I went, guys, we're going to jump down on the floor, we're going to jump in between each other's legs, we'll have a little ground and pound. And there was 20 guys there, 10 of the guys got up and went, Dave, we love you and everything, but we're going, we've had enough. And off they trotted, and I thought it was okay, this looked really good to me. The 10 of us stayed there, and it became mixed martial arts. You know, it was like, it's something that, but people in this country don't like change. Open your mind, be grateful for what you've got, and it will give you ultimate ball. From Granite Grant Walkman, the official referee of Dave O'Donnell, we'll see you next time on the Ultimate Ball question and answer.